Hello, Divines. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa, and I'm a twin flame coach who specializes in trauma healing and trauma bonded twin flame relationships. Today, we are talking about the divine masculine, what is commonly known as the runner in the twin flame dynamic. I know some people don't like to use the word runner to define who the divine masculine is while they're initiating separation and while you continue to be in separation. But in the beginning, before you start to integrate more of the twin flame journey, I think it's just helpful to keep this simple. Down the road, you'll see that the silence between the two of you is a total necessary step that the divine masculine has to take for various reasons. But in the beginning, I'm just going to call it what it is, running. Especially in the beginning of separation, when the obsessive thoughts are going on, you desperately want to know what is going on with your counterpart. What are they thinking? Are they thinking of you? Do they hate you? Are they ever going to talk to you again? Do they miss you? Before you have done your healing work, these thoughts alone can cause a ton of pain in the body. That is all actually related to old trauma and doesn't have a whole lot to do with your counterpart. That will be hard to believe until you get to the other side, but it's absolutely true. So back to this divine masculine of yours that is running. Maybe they won't respond to you, or they blocked you, or they requested that you no longer reach out to them. They've left you completely blindsided and you aren't sure what to think. Am I right? Tarot readings, especially the general kind, will try to interpret all kinds of ways in which the divine masculine regrets running or is truly sorry for what they say they've done. They'll go on to say that your twin flame will reach out to you by the middle of the month or by the end of the month. The middle of the month and then the end of the month comes and you've heard nothing from them. Big surprise. If you haven't learned to respect your counterpart's boundaries or to work with your own emotions, you'll want to reach out to them so badly and repair things. You just want to know what's going on. And maybe their social media isn't telling you enough, or maybe it's telling you too much. And before we move on from that note, either one of those is a blessing. If your divine masculine's social media is showing you too much and you're triggered, it gives you absolute hints on what to heal. If their social media is showing you almost nothing, that's a blessing too, because you can get bored checking on them and focus more on you, which is where you need to go anyway. I believe every twin flame can pinpoint a specific separation where it was different from all the rest of them. A separation where the divine masculine is no longer reaching out and the divine feminine learns that chasing them just doesn't feel good, nor does it produce the results that they want so badly. It's like the drama between the two of you has gone dead silent and you're not sure what to do next. So here's the truth. The runner is not thinking of you in the manner that you are thinking of them. Also not in the manner that the tarot readers are telling you that they are. I know that is painful to hear in the beginning. I've been in your spot. I remember that. But once you do your healing work, I guarantee that that will not hurt anymore. It's tempting to stay in this kind of pain because it's all you know, but you will never experience happiness here. So you have to make a choice on this. The runner is most likely relieved that the two of you are no longer talking. They grew tired of whatever they considered to be unpleasant in your relationship together, which, by the way, that's other stuff that needs to be healed. This doesn't mean that they don't love you deep down. It just means they couldn't figure out how to make things better. So it was easier to stop talking altogether. Often the runner is in an avoidant attachment state. In addition, they don't have the tools around how to love or communicate. It gets overwhelming for them, and in the silence, they get to feel like them again. Whatever you might have been trying to push them towards, most likely something that would have benefited the relationship. I'm in no disagreement with that whatsoever, but they're fully resisting it. When they are away from you, they can explore whatever it is that they felt was holding them back when they were with you. For example, Some want to try building their career and work as much as possible. Others want to try dating other people. They may not even know why. Some may want to be extreme about this and marry someone else or try polyamory. Or maybe they just can't walk away from a family member they are enmeshed with. They don't know they're enmeshed with, but they are. Maybe it's a combination of these things. There could be a ton of different reasons why they think they need to do these things, and no matter what you say, you won't convince them otherwise. In fact, saying anything at all will most likely push them harder towards whatever they are seeking out. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. How do I know all of this? I was the runner once. My twin flame, when I first met him, reminded me of a lapdog. He was always there, even when I didn't want him to be, and he always wanted something from me. It's like I was his entire world, and I don't know that he had much else. As I mentioned a moment ago, I was a runner slipping into my avoidant tendencies and knew nothing about real love at all. When my twin bugged me about how I didn't give him the attention he wanted, I suggested maybe he should move in on a trial basis to see if that would help things. That was the biggest mistake I could have made. I felt smothered and I couldn't breathe. This truly had nothing to do with him, as I was being triggered by my old wounds of my mother smothering me. Not having done the work to figure that out, I asked him to leave my house. He cried, he chased, he begged, and I had nothing but to give him just a stone cold response. The more he tried to talk to me about it, the more I didn't respond. The more he wanted to fix it, the colder I got. He claims to this day that I ghosted him, and I can honestly say that I must have been running so hard, I don't even remember that. So what was I doing after I ghosted him? I still cared about him, and I wanted the best for him. But in my mind, everything had been his fault, and I voiced that to anyone who would listen. Those people backed me, and my coach at the time said I needed to date other people, that my counterpart wasn't a whole person, and I should go find a whole person. So I dated other people. Any kind of warm feelings about my twin were long gone, as I had successfully stuffed them down where no one else could see them. I was so good at it that I ran right back to my toxic ex-boyfriend, a pilot who had cheated on me many times. Then I later proceeded to drag my twin flame back into my life only to make the cheater jealous, or I tried to anyways. Do you see now in the story how I didn't really care about my twin or fess up to the real love that I had for him until I lost him altogether? I took this man completely for granted, and on top of that, never really gave him a chance to show me who he really was. Losing him, being on the twin flame journey, and connecting with my spirit team are the only things that changed this for me. Before then, there isn't anything that you could have told me to make me aware that this was my person. The running period for the runner is the time they need to basically go off and make all the mistakes they need to make. They are absolutely intent that they know what is right for them. Even though you can see right through that, the universe will eventually make them see the truth. I absolutely promise. Just as it did with me. The mistakes that they are making, otherwise known as karmic lessons, this is the most powerful tool the universe has to show them the truth, and it's usually done in a pretty painful way. When my twins started running for me and I learned about karmic lessons, it felt like a godsend to me. And it is to you as well. I know that there are a million things you want to text them. Paragraphs and paragraphs full of feelings and all this insight that you feel so strongly will help things. But trust me, don't do it. It only makes them want to run more, and then you look like the bad guy. This is one of the ways the twin flame journey can benefit you. If you and this person are truly twin flames meant to come back into union in this lifetime, they can't get off the ride just as much as you can't get off the ride. The universe has a plan for them, and it was something that you both agreed to. As much as this journey hurts, it is best to see it for what it is, a phase in the journey. Do your healing work, connect with great healers, connect with other twin flames, and live your best damn life. Let the universe do what it needs to do. It literally doesn't matter what your twin is doing in separation or who they are with. They aren't conscious and they're not awake in the manner that you are. And only the universe can wake them up. Separation will always drive you just a tiny bit nuts, but you have control over how much. Believe it or not, you do. Let me know if you want me to do a video on how to live your best life during separation. Like this video and subscribe for more content. I love you guys.